Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 9 o'clock hour of Good Day Columbus. I'm Sean Ireland. These are the bags under my eyes, and this is meteorologist Marshall McPeak.
Good morning. So bags?
Yes.
Why bags?
That'll be my new nickname.
From now on, we're just going to call you Bags.
Let's not make that a thing, okay, please. Oh,
But that means it must have been a good
It
weekend.
was a crazy busy weekend. It really was. And it's good to see you again.
Thank you.
I feel like it's been forever and ever.
It has been.
Well, good to have you back. Is it good to be back?
It is.
Did you sleep last night in anticipation?
I did. You know, it's good to have a change every once in a while. I was working the night shift last week, and so it's nice to change things up every once in a while, but it's good to be back home again.
He's home.
It's good to be home again. So
Yes, we have a fun show in store.
we do, as a matter of fact. What are we going to do today?
Well, let me tell you. This morning, we are helping you. It's a do-it-yourself. So we're going to give you the info, then it's on you. It's our DIY Monday. Look at this stuff. It's our Halloween edition. We are showing you step-by-step how you can make a costume for your kids or some decorations for your home.
Okay.
It's all affordable. It's all handmade. And we'll see these things coming up here this morning.
That's a lot of stuff. Plus, the cool weather means that one big thing for kids at school is lice season. Yeah, it's happening again. This morning we're going to give you some facts about how you can actually get rid of them. So it's a, you know, so many kids go through this because once it's in the school, there it is.
Did you ever get lice?
Had them once.
Did you really?
Yeah, and it was just that went around the whole school. And
Well, we'll talk to Dr. Kern's coming up and find. I want to know what it feels like to have lice. I
Itchy.
mean, yeah?
Yeah.
Itchy the whole time?
kind of, yeah.
Wow.
I was little, but
Now, Cameron has been very busy this morning. He is at a place called Route 33 CrossFit with some little ones today in Marysville. There he is. Oh, just one of the kids.
Oh, I messed up. Hey, Sean, that's right. We started with the children, then we moved on to the teenagers. Now, coming up next, we're going to hang out with some of the adults here at Route 33 CrossFit and talk about how your family can actually work out together on a day off just like this. So we'll see you in about 10 minutes. We're going to get our sweat on.
That's
he
cool.
is so fit.
Who? Cameron? Yeah, that's why we're not there.
Fair enough.
And he's there, right? Oh, a couple pictures to share from my weekend this weekend. First of all, I want to give a little love and shout out right now. One of my best friends, Penny, is at the James and just about to undergo breast cancer surgery. And last night, instead of, having that kind of nervous night before thing,
Right.
we threw a party.
Of course you did.
Of course we did.
And you were
here's our
teetotaling
gang.
it.
Yes, and we just all surrounded her with lots of loving. And she's right there in the front middle, behind the man with the forehead. That's Chris. And then Penny's right behind, and there's our whole gang last night. Just a, kind of a little. She's going to be great. She's in good hands, but it's still it's a real thing. you know?
Well, and to be surrounded by that kind of love is awesome.
And it was a lot of fun, a lot of laughs last night. So,
Well, that
thinking
explains-
of you, Penny. Love you.
Does she have the same bags?
I don't even know where to go with that. I really don't. Also, from the weekend, you know that we do the Pepsi, the Sis for Your Season events, and we had our Halloween version. And I met a lot of great people in Marysville, and we took the show on the road. There's Kate Burdett, my radio partner, and me. And we do everything from like craft ideas to decorating ideas, and then we cook too. And I will share with you, my Pepsi Pot Roast rocks it. It rocks it.
What?
I'm going to have to make it for you.
A Pepsi Pot Roast.
It just melts in your mouth.
Like throw it in a crock pot?
Throw it in a crock pot. Can of Pepsi, cream of mushroom soup, a packet of the dry onion soup mix. Leave it 10 hours on low. It just is amazing.
Awesome.
It's delicious. It has just kind of like a little sweetness to the, the onion undertones of the other stuff. But it makes a gravy that just is dynamic. I'm telling you.
And it has the acid in it that just turns it all to mush.
It's delicious. It's delicious.
So we should make that.
I'm
We could
going
do
to make
an overnight thing.
Doubter.
and
Bring
have-
it in here.
Yeah.
My whole house It is weird to wake up at 7 in the morning and smell pot roast. I will say that because it was an afternoon event and I made it ahead of time. But anyway.
Do you worry when you leave the slow cooker on? I mean, and like walk away from it for the whole day?
I used to have that paranoia, but anymore, from what everybody tells me, and I'm believing it now because it works really well, it's such a low dose of electricity.
Yeah.
If you've got it on low like that, it's like if you had your curling iron, you forgot and left that plugged in.
That can cause a fire.
Well, the likelihood is if it's on a surface like your tabletop or something, you're going to be okay. So I have never heard of anybody who's ever told me that they've had a fire in their house because of their slow cooker.
I'm just paranoid that way. I mean, it's not that we don't use it.
Oh my gosh.
But it's just one of those like, ooh, I don't know. That does not show up on the list of top fears, though, for
That's
people.
good, but aren't you a little amazed by this list of fears?
A little bit. They put out a whole study. They actually asked people about their fears to find out what is it that most makes you nervous. And at the top of the list was government corruption.
Wow.
Not even zombies.
Wow.
But government corruption. Not that they're different. Cyber terrorism was next on the list.
And these are things that never even used to be discussed. You know what I mean? Isn't that weird?
Corporations tracking your personal information.
Huh.
That's a big thing right now. That they're, you know.
Is that different than identity theft?
Well, I think it leads to identity theft, doesn't it?
Okay, I don't know.
In some cases? Well, if they get hacked, it can.
Huh.
So there's all of that sitting out there. Plus, there's also the concern
terrorist attacks?
of terrorist attacks.
And then the government tracking your personal info, too.
Yeah. So
who did they ask? The most paranoid people in the world? Was
yes,
that
clearly.
Their focus group?
1,500 average adults from across the United States, it says. So they were worried about man-made disasters. They were worried about technology, government, environment, their personal future. Very concerned, very afraid. And that was the question, are you afraid or very afraid about your personal future? Natural disasters, crime was farther down the list than I would have expected. Personal anxiety, daily life, and judgment of others.
Judgment is a fear?
Yeah.
Oh, others judging you?
Others judging you.
If that were our fears, we'd never sleep. We could judge 24/7.
But worried about, people judging how you look and judging you by your age, judging you by gender, judging you by all of these different things, and that had people very, very concerned.
Interesting.
Top fears of 2015.
I find those peculiar. I really do.
Do you have a top fear? If you had to pick something on that list?
It would not be any of those.
It probably wouldn't be cyber terrorism, no. Zombies, maybe?
If you are scared of zombies, you and I need to have a
Halloween
chat.
is not my favorite one.
All right.
Not my favorite
Wow.
holiday.
Some people might get fearful when it comes to being mimicked. However, if you are Larry David and you're going after Bernie Sanders, oh my gosh, have you seen this yet? If you watch Saturday Night Live, you saw it, but it's worth a repeat.
I don't have a super PAC. I don't even have a backpack. I carry my stuff around loose in my arms like a professor, between classes.
It was so dead on, wasn't it?
It was spot on. If you're a politician, you've got to have a sense of humor because you know this is going to happen.
Well, you hope so anyway.
And some of them have been actually embracing it and just going with it. Hillary did it on SNL. Was it last week or a couple
2
weeks
weeks
ago?
I think, yeah.
So then they asked Bernie, what'd you think of Larry David's impersonation of you?
Yes, last week I bought my second pair of underwear. Yeah. That's a joke. All right. Please don't write it down. That was a joke. Joke, yes. I have an ample supply of underwear and
and that is the perfect response right there. I can't believe how much those two look alike. That's what blows my mind.
Larry David nailed it.
I know.
Just nailed it. But that was one of the jokes was, I only have the one pair of underwear. And so Bernie Sanders played along with that. Hillary played along not too long ago. I think Donald Trump has been on the show.
All right.
Wasn't he a few weeks ago, too?
I don't know if he was.
They'll all end up there at some point. That's just the way this always works out. But, yeah.
Hey, I just thought of a fear.
I know where you're going. Yes.
People that don't use soap. Scares me.
But they're saying that you really shouldn't use as much soap as we use already. And they say specifically hand sanitizer is very bad for us.
I have a fear of not having hand sanitizer. This is a little creepy. Now, I have heard this in the past. You know, I remember once when I was a kid, I watched one of those Nova specials that was on TV about all the creepy crawly microbes that are on your body.
And in and around.
And on your eyelashes and stuff. I didn't sleep for like a week. I laid in my bed, like I tried to keep pillowcases off of me. I had everything away. Because it really, I didn't know you had all those creepy crawlies on you.
Well, they say after a certain number of years, your mattress like doubles in weight because of all of the critters and the stuff that falls off of you.
Let me tell you.
I mean,
that's the only way my mattress would double in weight.
But a new study says that you shouldn't use as much soap as you're using. In fact, if you get in the shower, you should just rinse off and don't use soap at all.
Well, use soap for your pits and your nether regions.
For all the nastiest parts.
Speak for yourself there. But those are the only two places that a little bit of soap goes a long way.
Okay.
So try that. Let us know how it goes.
See how that goes. Let us know what happens in the office by about day 3 and how that works out for you.
That's true, because you need the good bacteria on you.
Yeah.
And if you take it off all the time.
They suggest to just go lay down in the grass now and then, and to make sure that you eat vegetables that actually were grown in real dirt instead of in a factory. And then you get all those little microbes that go in you and around you and on you. And
come one, come all. Microbes. I am your host.
Can you see her freaking out as we speak?
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do that.
Can't do it. Let's talk about being outdoors today, because it is going to be a really nice afternoon. Lots of sunshine is coming our way. It's going to be a beautiful day with a high near 61 degrees. Tonight, not as cold as it was last night. We'll drop to around 44 degrees. So the frost, not as big a problem for tonight into the rest of the week. Speaking of the rest of the week, here's your extended forecast. 69 on Tuesday, Wednesday up to 71. Wednesday night into Thursday morning, we might end up with a quick shower, but most of the daytime on Thursday should be dry. 66 on Friday, and we're in the 60s again for the weekend.
Woo-hoo. Sounds good.
I like it.
Hey, let's get over to Karen. She is here with your top stories.